It's almost impossible to pick an actual starting point with Conor McGregor when you consider his amazing rocket ship ride to international superstardom that he subsequently chased with 3 straight years of pretty much nothing but bad headlines and bad results. And for as terrible as things went the last time he was in the octagon, they have gone even worse outside the cage. Ever since then, we're talking arrests, lawsuits, cell phone smashings, lackluster whiskey reviews, and a left hand to the face of an old man who didn't want to pour of the proper at a pub in Ireland. All of that. But now, 15 months away from the UFC, Conor is back. And I haven't spoken to him, but I've been watching him and listening to him. He looks great. He sounds great. He says he feels great. And he is the heavy favorite heading into that showdown against Donald Cowboy Cerrone in Vegas. Now, if you were expecting a grip of the standard and legendary trash talk that this guy runs at his pre-fight pressers, then you're not going to be happy. You're going to be let down. Because not only was Conor 15 minutes early to the Pearl Theater yesterday, he was on his best behavior and killing Cowboy with kindness. He said, quote, "I've got lions inside my baby here." And he opened it up to show it. I don't know if you've outdone me. I've got lions inside my baby here. Like Conor, man, when he's not doing really reprehensible stuff, he's hard not to love, for me personally. When he's not doing reprehensible stuff, like committing crimes and such. He's so funny, though. And like that's the rare compliment of an opponent before a fight from Conor. You don't get that. And not only a compliment, but a dude who's head to toe in David August complimenting another man's threads? And that's a far cry from when he dressed down Mayweather for showing up like a, quote, 40-year-old schoolboy with a backpack who can't read. Remember that. Like the entire 30-minute session, which he showed up early for, was like this tennis match of respect. Both guys volleying positive things and compliments back and forth, building each other up. Like Cowboy, he said that nobody brings the eyeballs and the money like Conor, and calling him his toughest test yet. Conor straight up being asked for a prediction and then using it as an opportunity to shine up Cerrone. It's hard not to respect Donald. Conor, I thought you respect absolutely nobody.
Absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
If it all seems weird, for Conor, it's because it kind of is. Now, it doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's wrong, but it is different for sure. It is the same guy who threw unopened bottles at Nate Diaz at their presser years back. The same guy who brought a pint of whiskey to a sit-down with Habib and started pulling from it while verbally annihilating this dude. Incredible. Conor McGregor is going to do blank to Khabib. Stomp on his head while he's unconscious. All that hype, all that smack. Obviously, none of that happened when they fought. But it did sell the hell out of the fight. Because nobody works a mic like that guy. Which is why it was kind of strange to hear him up there hyping up and being nice to Cowboy. Especially when most people think he's going to run right through the Cowboy. But here's the thing. It's pretty tough to go 3 entire years without getting your hand raised. And then come into any room and start telling a guy you're going to kill him. Or bounce his head off the canvas. Or stomp on his head while he's unconscious. Or snatch his soul. It's even tougher to do that when you got choked the hell out the last time you ran that noise. So, Conor is switching up. Is he humbled? Has he changed? Is he a different guy? I don't really know. I don't really care. Because the fact of the matter is nothing he said or did yesterday really matters. The only thing that matters is what's going to happen Saturday night in Vegas. Because Conor's not just fighting for a paycheck. Although, according to him, it's a huge paycheck. This guy's fighting for more this time. He's fighting for his career. He's got to win this weekend. It becomes pretty hard to get people to keep showing up and shelling out for you if you cannot win. Now, granted, he's a different guy and a different personality, but so was Ronda, Chuck, Tito, BJ, Rampage, Pettis, Aldo, Brock. And when it goes fast. And by the look of it and by the sound of it, Conor can still be Conor. By all reports, he's in the best shape of his life. Watching the Embedded series, to me, he looks great. But by his own admission, he cut out alcohol during his camp. He was killing Khabib for not drinking. But then he cut it out himself, at least for camp. And as he said yesterday, he wants to get the strap again and then fight Masvidal for the BMF title and then go get some gold in whatever division makes the most sense. Programming note, Masvidal is our podcast next week. We'll get his reaction to this fight. But again, none of that's going to happen if Conor does not get by Cowboy. He should, but he cannot for a second get caught looking ahead because Cowboy's not some can right off the couch. Nobody has won more fights than this guy in UFC history. And even though he's in line for his biggest paycheck ever, you know what he wants to do most of all? Shock the world, shut the haters up, and put Conor out. And he can. Cowboy can if he gets the fight to the canvas, or if he survives the blitz that Conor is going to throw at him right from the glove tap in round one. The longer the fight goes, the better it is for Cowboy, especially if he can mix in some kicks and wear down Conor and hurt him low. Conor's best weapon is that stick of dynamite in his left hand. Everybody knows he's going to come out throwing that. I know they both promised a 5-round fight yesterday, but Conor does not want that. No chance. Dude is going to be looking to kill and kill quickly, because if he does get back on the left side of that column, then he's in line to get some enormous fights with enormous paydays, and he's right back to being him. So everything is on the line for him on Saturday. Big time night.